Brilliant. So, just to introduce myself to you, I'm Poppie Ephgrave and I've come from the London Early Years Foundation. So, I am very excited to talk to you all today and to be joined by our lovely panelists as well. So, I have worked in the early years sector for 10 years, ranging from bank staff member to now an early years degree lecturer. So I thought I'd give you a bit of an overview about the London Early Years Foundation first, which is also known as LEYF. So you'll hear that terminology thrown around throughout the presentation. So we are the largest charitable childcare enterprise in the UK. We have 43 nurseries across 13 London boroughs, and 75% of these are in areas of deprivation. So we provide quality early years education and care to around 4,000 children, and 46% of our settings are Ofsted rated outstanding against a national average of 14%. And the rest of all of our settings have a good rating as well from Ofsted. We currently employ 1,000 people and over 100 of these are apprentices. So you can see on this lovely map all of the different areas. So if you are based in London watching this presentation, you'll hopefully be able to find one in your area or somewhere that you can travel to. So something I wanted to discuss just quickly is about our social enterprise approach. So the main aim of LEYF is to provide children with the best start in life. And to do this, we have a sustainable social enterprise approach. And this means that as a company, any profits we have go straight back into the lives of the children. So childcare at the moment, early childhood education, there's lots of terminologies. We prefer education and care, but some people currently don't have access to this because of the high costs. So something we're very passionate about is making sure that children can have this in their lives, because there's lots and lots of research. I won't bore you into all of that today, but children that access high quality education and care, they have much better life outcomes. So I wanted to raise this to give you an overview of the important work of early years. So many children that had good nursery experiences, they are more likely to graduate. They also are less likely to be arrested and engage in substance abuse. They're just some of the broad outcomes of great quality early childhood education and care. So a little bit about myself. So I, like many people that are in the sector, everyone has a story about how they came into it, and I'm sure you'll hear two more today. So I was really inspired by my mum. She was a primary school teacher, and I began volunteering in her classroom. And then she went to work with children with special educational needs and disabilities. And for me, this was when I really discovered my passion for helping children and giving them the best start. So I studied my A-levels at school, and then I went straight to university to study early childhood education. And whilst I was at university, one thing I made sure I'd done was get a work placement in a nursery. So I started part-time as a bank staff member. A lot of nurseries still offer this, we do at LEYF. And at the time, it meant that I could juggle studying whilst also spending time with the children doing what I loved. And during this time, I was also fortunate to be a nanny. So I worked with a family for 5 years, and this really taught me the importance of working with parents and kind of seeing that child development from 18 months to 5 years old, which was fabulous for me. Then after I graduated from my degree, I progressed from a nursery teacher to a deputy manager and a SENCO. So a SENCO is someone that supports children with special educational needs and disabilities, and you work one-to-one with families, local authorities. So I've had lots of different roles within my early years career through staying in a nursery. So like I'm sure other people will mention today, is the role is so diverse and there's so many opportunities for you by going down one career path. So I was very lucky then to be working at a fantastic setting, and this really sparked my love. So on the side here, I've got about professional love. So this is essentially how we can love children, but still keep it professional and give them that care and comfort. And looking at high quality and what this meant led to me studying my master's degree. So I then began guest lecturing through this, and I was very fortunate to have the opportunity to publish some of my work. And this then ignited that passion, kind of shifting from working with children to teaching adults. So I'm very lucky that I found a company that aligns with my personal values, because one of my strong areas is around social justice and providing social change for children. So I now lecture on our degree programme at the London Institute of Early Years, which is a subsection of LEYF. And I combine my teaching with training. So I get to go up to the nurseries. And one of the benefits for me in my role now is having the 43 nurseries, I still get to see the children all the time. Because I would be heartbroken if I couldn't go in and see them anymore in an academic role. But hopefully, just from my overview, you can see kind of the breadth of my 10 years in early years and kind of everything you can achieve by caring and loving children. And this face, if this isn't someone that loves their job, I don't know what is. Of course, I had to put that picture in there. So just to give you an overview of what it's really like working in the nursery, there's some quotes there, but I'm not going to go through them. I think for me, the most rewarding part is it's almost the magic of being around children. You will always have something to laugh about, and not just kind of like a giggle, like a proper belly laugh about something that they've done through their natural curiosity. And I think for me, it really is about having fun. Like any job role that you're going to have, there will be challenges, but I think in nurseries, there's such a sense of community, not just between the staff, but also with the children, the parents, the families that you're working with, and also the local community. And to me, that's really special and a unique area of early years. So just to give you an overview of some of the things you might do on a day-to-day, because there is a balance between routine, care, and education. And I think for me, it's important to find that balance within the job role. So you might be setting up activities for children, so engaging in some sensory play, a bit of messy play, going out in the garden, or you might also be tracking the children's development, seeing how you can stretch them that little bit further, working with parents and families, building relationships with your colleagues, and also going on trips in the local community. You will have to do your share of nappy changing and toilet training. We know that's such a big developmental part of children's development. So there will be elements of that. But I think for me, the most important thing to remember is that the early years have such an impact, and every day you will be making a difference to that child's life, and therefore the long-term outcomes of society. And to me, that's really powerful. And I think to just hold that with you in the importance of your job, because there are lots of myths out there around early years, and perhaps all you do is play all day. But to me, there's so many levels and a lot of depth to the role that it's important to consider that what you're doing is such a key part of the world and society. And if we can make a difference to one child's life, then isn't that just amazing? And I think like LEYF's value is changing the world one child at a time. And for me, it really is that impactful in what we do in early years. So just a couple of tips to run you through, hopefully I've got some time, is just children learn through play. So make sure you bring your fun side, tap into being able to play again. As adults, we play very differently to children, so it can take us a little while to get back into that, but just embrace your inner child and be the reason that that child loves to come to nursery every day. We're always looking at ways that we can do things better. Feedback in nurseries is very key, both for our professional development and also for the children and families. So be reflective and open to learning. Everyone has a different reason they love working with children. So just remember your why, especially in those times where you're facing a bit of challenge. Remember why you're there, and that will really help your passion to flourish and flow through. And then also ask for help when needed, support each other, and just work together to overcome some of the challenges. So I've mentioned a lot of different career paths and job roles that you can do. So some people choose to start through an apprenticeship route, either doing a level 2 or a level 3, or you might go straight to university, you might come and study your degree with us. But also in nurseries, once you start working, there's lots of different avenues for career progression and continuous professional development, so training. So, for example, we offer a sustainability level 4. We also have a chef academy. So, if childhood nutrition is something that you're really passionate about, there's also career paths down that way. So, we offer training for chefs and also teachers who are very, very passionate about children's health and nutrition. Um, and also, there's regular opportunities for career progression. There's lots of vacancies that come up. There's so many people with years of experience. Some people I work with have worked in the setting for over 40 years. So you're always going to learn from the people around you, networking events, and it really is a sense of community. So if there's any questions anyone has that need answering now, I can't currently see the chat box. If not, feel free to contact us at our student hub for any information or get in contact with Unifrog.
Poppy, that's incredible. Thank you so much. And I think what I've taken from that, the route that you've gone through, and you've kind of gone the university route, and it's taking you almost like down a research side as well. So I think to like really get across, that there is the sort of so many different job opportunities in there, but that kind of you've gone down the route now as well, where you're lecturing in
Yeah,
to new learners coming through the ranks as well. So I think that's really illuminating that all those progression
yeah.
potentials are there for you.